Hi YouTube, it's me Josh. I just wanted to do a quick update. The Kohler engine, I was talking with my grandpa last night. That thing is probably going to be a pain due to the carburetor and the exhaust manifold that's in front of the carburetor air filter. I've already snapped two bolts on that engine, both on the exhaust, one to hold the exhaust pipe coming out of the side of the engine, which here's the side of the engine goes 90, then goes to a muffler. That muffler is in front of the air filter. And I've already snapped two bolts. One on the lock and the other one on the manifold is a bracket. So yeah. Most likely what I'll end up doing is putting that 5-horse on there. I know it that 5-horse, I know it's larger, but 1 horsepower more, but if you think about it, to get that Kohler engine running, I would have to take the flywheel off, most likely change out the coil, the condenser. The points are alright, they're half decent. And basically take the muffler off, then take the carburetor off, which is just a pain. This kitty came through the door, that's why it opened by itself. Kitties like my room. I have one resting on my bed. Yeah, that's what I'm probably end up gonna do is buy a clutch, a centrifugal clutch from Northern Tool or Carroll Stream. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, they're somewhat the same price. The only problem I have is mounting, like securing the drum, the driven drum onto the shaft. The Tecumseh 5-horse has no bolt, threaded bolt that you can put on the end of the crankshaft. So either if the crankshaft, basically the output shaft is long enough, I'll probably find a locking collar that I can just put on the end. So yeah, the water pump project, water pump rig is coming alright. I moved the water pump so the engine is more central. If you saw my other videos of my water pump rig, I had the electric motor here, or basically facing this way, then the water pump facing the other way, but due to the engine, they have to both face the same way. I'm going to be taking one of these little DC electric motors and using it as a generator. This is the pulley that's going to drive the water pump. It's a 3-inch pulley. There's the kitty that they're very interested in a bunch of stuff. This is about 2.5-inch with the 3L belt. I had to get. This is a 3L 210 belt. Had to buy a 3L 240 belt, basically, so I have a little bit more clearance. I'm most likely gonna end up having to machine a pulley to go on this, then a mounting bracket, because there's the two threaded holes there. And I'm not sure what I'm thinking is using this, like this 2-inch pulley, or this wait, this is a 2.5-inch, this is a 2-inch pulley. What I'm most likely end up doing is gonna drive. I'm probably only gonna have the engine turning about half RPM, which is about 1800 or so, dependent. And well, I'll end up probably making this go twice as fast as the engines, just so I can get enough RPMs on the generator to basically produce enough power to run a waterproof LED light bulbs. What I'm thinking with that is to stick them in the basically the 5-gallon pail and have it yeah, basically have them laid out. And as I do pick, this one came up last couple days and kind of hard not to pick. Yeah. Sorry I haven't been doing many videos. Just been real busy with school and work. School, I have to do SolidWorks drawings for our robot. Yeah. And yeah, I have to turn basically this clamp idea into a SolidWorks drawing or assembly. Yeah. And right now I'm working on a hub adapter from, I think, a 1/4 inch shaft with a basically cut in half like this way. So it's like just a flat, it's like a half a circle with a line through it. Yeah. And I have to make basically a CAD drawing of the hub because we need to make drawings of everything that we need to make and the major components. This is Calvin or Hobbes. He sure likes it up here. Yeah, what do you expect? They're cats. Another problem I had was I have to mount that Tecumseh engine to the base. This is what I'm using. This bolt was too short with this single washer. So basically, with the motor that come up, it came with this thick washer, which takes up the majority of the slack. Then I had to buy these washers, they're fender washers, and drill a 11/16 hole. I don't. It has to be more than a 1/4. I don't remember. I just have so much stuff going on. Yeah. Let's see what else. I'm probably gonna buy 3 quarts of WD, 3 quarts of 10W30 oil to do a oil change on basically Tecumseh engine and the A20 Larson Tecumseh engine. Yeah, the white engine, the A20 is going on the water pump rig. I'm really stoked about that, but there's so much stuff to get done. I have to basically mount the oil, or mount the engine, get it spaced right, drill the holes, or probably drill slots, which probably not gonna work. Maybe, who knows? I didn't even drill. I did drill pilot holes for screws for the electric motor, but I'm gonna use these bolts for the engine to do. Yeah, screws won't hold it because the engine base is 7/8 of an inch thick, and it's going through 5/8 inch plywood. Yeah. And I have to allow 5/16 for the locking nut. Yeah. So basically I measured this out, and with all these washers, it's about middle of the thread switch. So I'm very happy about that. I most likely will end up using this 2-inch pulley just so I don't have to have a uber big pulley on this. I'm not real sure what I should do. Should I press fit it or have a set screw in the pulley for this electric motor? Yep. When I was at Central Sales, when I bought 2 of these, I bought 3H1644 and a 424 motor. This one is a stronger one. I also bought this. If you don't know, this is a engine compression gauge. I've been looking for one, cheap one. This was only $7.99 at Central Sales, and it does work. This little valve, I'm not totally sure. I have a feeling that is probably toast because this doesn't want to hold any pressure in the gauge itself. So this will be nice, just so I can test the compression on the Tecumseh after that's been run, because that one is very easy to pull over. The thing is a beast to start, I can tell you that. It's getting better with every single run. Do you mind that engine probably hasn't run for over 10 years, maybe? Anyways, only time will tell if the engine can't produce enough power to run that 22-inch saw, basically. If I remember right, wait, that's how large the saw blade is, 22 to 23 inches. That's a pretty big crosscut saw. Do mind the sawmill, the harvester union's probably close to 40. Yeah, the 40 one probably runs 1200, 500 RPMs. I'm not totally sure because it's ran off a steam traction engine. Yes, they do still use steam traction engines at the show. They use it to steam corn on the sawmill and pull a eight row bottom plow, I believe. Yeah, they actually do plow fields and they also harvest potatoes. Yep, harvester sells potatoes that they grow on site. They don't get shipped in; they get harvested in. That kind of doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Yeah. Harvester, the Lakehead Harvester Union is up in Minnesota, Esco, Minnesota to be exact. It's last weekend in August. I think I'm starting to ramble again. Do mind I've had a lot on my plate. Yeah. Last night I was having trouble doing a hole in the side of a cylinder. So I went on YouTube and searched SolidWorks how to do a set screw hole. And sure enough, I have to make another plane just to do that. So yeah, that's what I had to do. The pulley for the electric motor will be somewhat easy. I'm not totally sure how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, yeah. I will be for that 150 watt light bulb that I use on my generator. I bought this at Central Sales, and I'm gonna be wiring this with this style plug. I'm not totally sure how well it's gonna work, but at least I won't have to use my lamp, my desk lamp for that, because it's kind of hard. It's starting to get hard to find a 150 watt socket. This one is rated at 660 watts at 250 volts. So I did a little bit of research looking around. It will work for a 150 watt light bulb. And this is ceramic and not your cheap plastic ones too. And plus it has mounting holes, so I can mount that on a pretty cheesy board for just something to keep it upright. Maybe even this will keep it upright. I don't know. All experimentation, I guess. Yeah, that's about it. If I think of anything, I'll just either put up another update video, or I have a feeling I might make a video of my generator because that hasn't been run for a while. Thanks for watching. Happy steaming. I'll see you in the next video.